As we move on to the headlines, the UK minister says her government is currently working with partners to establish a more regular convoy entry into the Tigrai region. More than 20 people have been killed in an attack on Muslims in Gondar in Ethiopia's Amhara region, and children are being killed and maimed by discarded explosives in the country of Ethiopia. As we move on to the main stories for today, the UK minister says her government is working with partners to establish a more regular convoy entry into Tigray. Vicky Ford, UK Minister for Africa, said her country is now working hard with partners on the ground to establish a more regular convoy into Tigray and moves towards dialogue between both parties. Vicky Ford made the remark in a letter she sent yesterday to a former member of the House of Commons and now an independent crossbench life peer in the UK of House Lords, David Alton, in the response to his email about the current situation in Tigray region. Vicky Ford said, without giving any details, "I believe you know very well our positioning on genocides." She also assured him that the UK will remain engaged on the Horn of Africa on the efforts to resolve the ongoing conflict in northern Ethiopia and for the accountability for those that have committed heinous acts, but also on the impact of emerging drought within the region. More than 20 people have been killed in an attack on Muslims in Gondar in Ethiopia's Amhara region. President of the Amhara Islamic Affairs Supreme Council, Saeed Mohammed, told Reuters that the incident happened yesterday during the funeral of a Muslim elder. The Amhara Islamic Affairs Council said the attackers fired a barrage of heavy machine guns and grenades, leaving many dead while others were injured and have been taken to hospital for care. The religious body described on Tuesday's attack at a cemetery as a massacre, quote-unquote, by heavily armed extremist Christians. There were lootings of shops. They were set to fire to 3 mosques, and 1 mosque suffered minor damages where its mat was set on fire, he said. The mayor of Gondar, Zewdu Malade, admitted that the attack was in fact carried out by the extremist elements. And Addis Ababa Islamic Affairs High Council also confirmed the killings, adding the number of people killed in Gondar yesterday has risen to a total of 21. The council stated that the attack was a planned massacre and also disclosed that the mosque and the Quran were burned and women were raped within this attack. The violence was unrelated to conflict in the neighboring Tigray region. Gizacho Muluna, a spokesperson for the Amhara Regional Administration, said the incident was currently under investigation, and the humanitarian source said that 15 injured people have been transported to Gondar Referral Hospital, and it was unclear how many had been shot or injured by these explosives. Back in 2019, 4 mosques were burnt down in the town of Mota in the same region, and in other news, the Ethiopian authorities have also arrested 4 suspects in connection with Sunday's bomb attack on a hotel in the region of Harar. The explosions happened on Sunday night as Ethiopians across the country celebrated Easter holiday. 8 people were injured, of which 4 remain in critical condition currently and are receiving treatment at a nearby hospital. No groups has yet claimed any responsibility for that attack either. Ethiopia has saw over 2,800 organized violence events with over 15,000 reported fatalities over just the last 4 years. Ethiopia Peace Observatory issued an assessment of organized political violence in the country from the 2nd of April 2018 to the 22nd of April 2022. And according to this assessment, the number of reported fatalities from civilians targeted stood at more than 7,000 total. From the 16th to the 22nd of April in 2022 alone, there were 25 organized violence events with 95 fatalities which in each one. The assessment mainly focused on the Amhara and the Oromia regions as well. You're still tuned into TMA's current English news. We'll be right back after this short break.
We used to have a family, school, hospital, food, peace and freedom, but now we have none of them.
I don't know where my parents are.
I really miss my sister. Where is she?
I want to know where my dad is. I miss my mom. I don't see my brother.
So, people of the world, we are part of you. Please, we need your help. We have a dream. We want to make the world a better place for the people like us. Please give us your hand. We are Tigray people. We are part of you. Act now.
I am from Tigray.
عارف
And it was not warm. And it made sense, not warm. And it laughed, not to die. Please stand with me. Please stand with children in Tigray. Thank you.
Welcome back. You're still tuned into TMH Daily English News. Thank you for all of you who are still tuned in live throughout all social media platforms. As we move on to our final update for today, children are currently being killed and maimed by discarded explosives in Ethiopia. A doctor at Ida Referral Hospital in Mekelle, Tigray's capital, told Reuters that by the end of last year, his hospital alone had received 139 cases of children seriously injured by the explosives as a result of war. The doctor, who asked not to be named, shared pictures of 8 children with burns and large bleeding wounds on their legs, hands, torsos, and fingers completely blown off. There are also reports of casualties from explosives in the Afar and Amhara region. The head of the federal government's humanitarian aid office, spokesman for military, did not respond to question about these injuries and deaths from unexploded ordnance or landmines. Getachew Reda, member of Tigray Armed Forces Central Command, said that the Tigrayan forces did not use landmines and tried not to leave behind unexploded ordnance as well. That concludes our news for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.